this country right now is, on the one hand, in the grip of a murderous pandemic, and the other in the grip of a murderous, lying, filthy president, put there by the Russians to do exactly what Trump is doing: destroy this country. And we're not doing anything to stop it, are we? Barack Obama has now reportedly said, quote, "The rule of law is at risk in the United States." This came, of course, after the Justice Department decided to drop the charges against the lying, treasonous, rotten, filthy disgrace Michael Flynn. The Guardian says, in remarks likely to enrage Donald Trump, Obama also reportedly labeled Trump's handling of the coronavirus outbreaks, quote, "an absolute chaotic disaster." That's an understatement. You know, all the shit that's gone down, Trump publicly just dicking around with the idea of pardoning Flynn and so on and so forth. Anyway, last Friday, Yahoo News reported that it had obtained a tape of a web talk between Obama and members of the Obama Alumni Association. Obama reportedly said this, quote, "The news over the last 24 hours, I think, has been somewhat downplayed about the Justice Department dropping charges against Michael Flynn, and the fact that there is no precedent that anybody can find for someone who has been charged with perjury just getting off scot-free. In fact, Flynn pled guilty to lying to the FBI." He went on, "That's the kind of stuff where you begin to get worried that basic, not just institutional norms, but our basic understanding of the rule of law is at risk. And," he added, "when you start moving in those directions, it can accelerate pretty quickly, as we've seen in other places." You know, this is a clear warning by Obama and by now thousands of people who understand the law as it's written, maybe not as it's always been enforced in this country, but as it's written, how the law is being destroyed by Trump. And now Obama is weighing in, which is, in fact, unprecedented. There's that phrase again. Now, Trump, the filthy fucker who squats in the White House, has repeatedly blamed Obama for the FBI investigation into Russian election interference. I wouldn't say Obama should be blamed. Obama should be praised for what the son of a bitch has done, Trump. Let me get this from my producer. Hey, producer, thank you. Thank you very much. It's one of these, I know. My throat's going dry. Anyway, Trump has blamed Obama over and over again for the FBI investigation into the criminal activity that the Trump gangsters and the Russian gangsters coordinated to steal the election for Trump. On Thursday, Trump said at the White House last Thursday, this is what he said. Now listen to this, quote, "What they did, what the Obama administration did is unprecedented, and I hope a lot of people will pay a big price because they are dishonest, crooked people. They are scum, human scum," end quote. That's what Trump is saying about the most honest, straightforward, unethically challenged administration in what, this century or forever? The Obama administration? And the pig in the White House added this, quote, Flynn was targeted by the Obama administration, and he was targeted in order to take down a president, meaning him. After nearly 2 years of work, Special Counsel Mueller did establish a criminal conspiracy. Yes, he did. But he didn't put it in those words. He didn't detail the extensive links between Trump aides and Russians and numerous instances of obstruction of justice by this filthy pig in the White House. Flynn's guilty plea of lying to the FBI was one of attorney or prosecutor Mueller's biggest coups. In 2017, Trump acknowledged it. Trump wrote on Twitter, quote, I had to fire General Flynn because he lied to the vice president of the FBI. He has pled guilty to those lies. It is a shame because his actions during the transition were lawful. There was nothing to hide. There was nothing to hide, so why lie? This is the way Trump thinks. And according to Yahoo News, Obama told the people on that web call, that the case made him feel, quote, a sense of urgency about November's election. Obama reportedly said this, quote, whenever I campaign, I've always said, this is the most important election, especially, obviously, when I was on the ballot. That always feels like it's the most important election. This one, and I'm not on the ballot, but I am pretty darn interested and invested. This time, we've got to make this happen. That means getting rid of this fascist son of a bitch, Trump. Obama reportedly said the election would be about fighting what Obama called, quote, long-term trends in which being selfish, being tribal, being divided, and seeing others as an enemy have become a stronger impulse in American life, end quote. This is what Trump has given us. Obama also reportedly said, quote, it's part of the reason why the response to this global crisis, the coronavirus outbreak, has been so anemic and spotty. It would have been bad even with the best of governments. It's been an absolute chaotic disaster when that mindset of what's in it for me and to heck with everybody else, when that mindset is operationalized in our government. That's Trump. He added, that's why I, by the way, am going to be spending as much time as necessary and campaigning as hard as I can for Joe Biden, end quote. Now, Obama has, up to this point, followed precedent in not criticizing this gangster piece of shit that succeeded him in office in public. But reports of the way he sees Trump are fairly regular. In January, for example, it was reported that he said Trump was a fascist. Yeah. And on Saturday, when this was made public, Trump did not immediately respond to the Yahoo News report. However, and I mentioned this, I guess, Monday, the Attorney General, William Barr, maybe spoke for Trump earlier when he was asked how he thought history would view his decision to drop the Flynn case. Maybe I mentioned that last Friday. And William Barr told CBS News something that sounds like it's right out of the mouth of Stalin or Hitler. Barr said, quote, well, history is written by the winner, so it largely depends on who's writing the history, end quote. The Attorney General of the United States. Well, history is written by the winner. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. Oh. I just can't. I can't process this stuff. Can you? I mean, it's just. It becomes crippling for me. I mean, I do. I feel like a psychological / emotional deformed individual right now. Truly. Just like my mind is in a shape it shouldn't be in. It's deformed. My emotional state, my psychological state, same thing. And it's because there are 3 massive crises that are weighing down on me and probably you. This filthy fascist pig who is the president and the damage he continues to do daily, hourly, minute by minute, just chipping away at the foundations of the rule of law in this country and any chance that we might have as a nation to reach that point where the rule of law is respected, which it hasn't been. But Trump is making it worse and worse and worse. Hey, Truth Seekers, while we're practicing safe social distancing, it's a great time to treat yourself with some seriously delicious, responsibly sourced coffee. Awaken to pleasure with River Moon Coffee. But don't take my word for it. Here are 2 recent reviews. Quote, "We sell River Moon Coffee at Marine General Store, and I can't seem to keep up with customer demand. Not only is the coffee excellent, but the philosophy behind it, the careful sourcing and constant research to bring a quality product to customers, appeals to the hearts of our community." End quote. And here's one from a fellow Malloy listener. Quote, "I love, love, love this coffee. I buy it in 5-pound bags. I especially love the Truth Seeker blend." End quote. Sounds like they're planning ahead for the apocalypse. Anyway, support a progressive small business that supports this program. Go to MikeMalloy.com and click on the River Moon Coffee link on the main page. You'll thank me later.